Good evening. It's Jane here. I've just come back from my first ever press night to see Alfie and Catherine Jenkins in E&O's Carousel. I've just got home and I'm absolutely way too excited to be going off to bed, so I thought I'd bring you a little instant review of the evening and my first thoughts before I write about it for Thoughts of Just a Fan tomorrow. Apologies if there's any noise in the background, because I've got two cats who are running around like complete loons here at the moment. Okay, so firstly, I've never been to a press night before, so it was actually quite exciting just to turn up to the Coliseum and go to the press desk, say my name. They knew who I was, they didn't have to root through everything, and maybe that's just because I'd made a nuisance of myself asking for tickets, I don't know. But anyway, it was nice that they knew who I was, so I was excited about that. Before I even got into the auditorium, there was like celebrities everywhere, which is also quite exciting. Oh, hi Ellen, how are you? If anyone's got any questions or comments, type them in the comments at the bottom, and hopefully I'll be able to see and I can answer anything. Otherwise I'll have to do it afterwards. So I saw Michael Grade and Arlene Phillips, and then there was Anita Dobson and Brian May were there. We know that Alfie knows Brian May from the Queen documentary he did. Then there was Linda Robson, Julia McDonald, Connie, whose other name I can't remember, who won the Sound of Music programme way back when with Andrew Lloyd Webber. There was David Mellor from Classic FM. Ian McKellen, how did I miss him out? Sorry, Ian McKellen. He was sitting just in front of me, and 2 rows in front and 2 seats to the right. Julia McDonald, the fashion designer, and he was on Strictly a few years ago. And then, of course, I had to walk past Gok Wan, which, for those of you who don't know, he's a fashion stylist. And Connie Fisher, thank you, Ellen. Connie Fisher, there you are. She's absolutely tiny and absolutely lovely. Not that I spoke to her, but just to look at. Anyway, where was I? And so Gok Wan, for those of you who don't know, Gok is a fashion stylist, and he has a program. He used to have a program about for enabling women to feel good about their bodies and to feel good naked. So, being as he's a fashion stylist, you can imagine having to walk past him, and I was thinking I was in a dress that I wasn't completely happy with, and it was just like, oh my word, goodness me. So that was quite nerve-wracking. And I think Gok recently has a CD out of his favourite divas and songs. I don't know what's on it apart from the fact I'm sure Alfie's on it, and probably Catherine Jenkins as well. So it's good to know that he was there and he knows his stuff. Okay, first impressions about the production. First of all, everybody, the whole cast was absolutely phenomenal. Alfie and Catherine were absolutely amazing. I never thought that I'm watching Alfie Boe and Catherine Jenkins here. I was watching Billy and Julie. The whole cast, Brenda Edwards was superb. The actress for Carrie was another one who was absolutely wonderful. Nicholas Linter showed his comic timing off impeccably. I was also impressed with Alfie's comic timing. Despite seeing Alfie numerous times, I've not actually seen him play a role before in a stage show, because I didn't get to see Les Mis, and I didn't get to go to New York to see him in Les Mis or Finding Neverland. So it was actually something really different for me to see him playing a role on stage. I thought I was impressed. I thought he did really well. I think he was fairly nervous in the first half, being as it's press night. And I think it was a much stronger performance in the second half. But vocally, he was flawless, absolutely flawless. In character, he was believable in character the whole way through. Catherine was just outstanding. Her portrayal of Julie was as I say, outstanding. Her diction was clear. One of the things I've maybe not liked so much about her in the past is her diction. I felt her diction was much clearer tonight. She's obviously been working on that. But I thought her acting was better than the singing. But all in all, it was an absolutely superb production. The sets, everything was absolutely really fabulous. Really enjoyed it. Oh, hi Janet, how are you? It was a really good evening, and I hope I get to say many more press nights. I go to many more press nights in the future, because it was an experience just going to the press night. I'm actually booked again to see Carousel in a couple of weeks, and who knows, maybe I'll go to another one before the end of the run, because I think it'd be really good to see how the show changes when the actors and singers have been doing it for a couple of weeks. Because although they've had a few previews, because it's a short run, there's only a few preview performances. So yes, it was all very exciting. As you can probably tell, I didn't make any notes or anything while I was there because I was too busy concentrating on the performance. Yeah, Star Turn by Your Cat. Yeah, I have got two of them, but one of them popped up in the background there. I just did see. I've lost my train of thought now. Oh yes, as you can tell, I didn't prepare any notes before I came on here live, so it's probably a bit like watching car crash TV. And of course I missed Alfie on the Oliviers tonight, so I'll have to watch that back, because I was very luckily watching him in the flesh. Even complete beginner's error, different handbag when you go out in the evening. What didn't I take with me? Tissues. Second half, try not to do too many spoilers or anything, but second half, I don't think it'd be easier to say that when I did have tears in my eyes rather than when I didn't have tears in my eyes, because I was absolutely on the verge of tears, if not crying, pretty much the whole of the second half. Whether Billy was being mean to Julie or whether he was being lovely or with his daughter, I was, all of it. I felt I was really absolutely in tears. Now, I am quite easy to move to tears, it must be said, and I get teased about it all the time from my son. But it was really, the performances of the two central characters especially were really, really good. And it was very, very emotional. Okay, well, I have waffled on for long enough, so thank you all for watching. And if you have, I'm going to share this into the fan group, Alfie's fan group, in a minute. So hop over there if you haven't seen it. And anybody who is watching this, if you haven't already liked my Thoughts of Just a Fan Facebook page, then please do. Just search for Thoughts of Just a Fan, and then please like my page. That would be really lovely of you. And if you want to keep up with all the latest Alfie news and bits of fun and stuff like that, and like the top 10 best songs, etc., then go over to www.thoughtsofjustafan.com and sign up, because you get lots of goodies. Okay, well, it's so lovely to see people. Hi Kathy, and Ellen is going to see Carousel on 24th. My next performance is the 21st. is the 21st. So I hope if anybody sees me, please do come and say hi, because there's just one of me looking after all of you, and with the best will in the world, I don't remember all your names and faces. So please do come along and say hi, and if I see you first, then I will say hi. And there's Pam. Hi Pam, really looking forward to seeing you over in London in this summer. And I'm hoping that we're going to go and have Pims again, because the last time I met you, you were here, and with the lovely Tina, we had Pims, and I practically rolled over to the school gate to pick up my child, and then rolled home again, having consumed what seemed to me copious quantities of Pims at the time. And you know, contrary to whatever you might be thinking at the moment, I haven't actually imbibed any alcohol tonight, because it's Lent and I've given up for Lent. Luckily we're on the home stretch now. I'm just I suppose I'm just excited for the press night and stuff I've had, and I'm just sitting here having a cup of tea with my mad cats running about in the background. Oh, Janet, booked for last night. Oh, that's going to be fabulous. That's going to be fabulous. I'm assuming you're going to be staying over, and going to do stage door. So there we go. So I've got here is tea in my lovely Super Mum cup. That was a Mother's Day present a few years ago. And I'm definitely going to be going now. So if you watch this, do pop your comments on. Don't forget to come and join us over on the blog, and liking Thoughts of Just a Fan Facebook page. And I would see you all soon. Take care. Bye.